who is possibly bipolar and lives under the sea.
SpongeBob SquarePants Sponge!
Anyway...
Why can't we just change the theme?
That's a very good throw.
Oh, sorry about these glasses, I was just jellyfishing in jellyfish fields. Disguise.
SpongeBob is possibly my favorite show on the planet. Like, zero doubt about it.
Was one of the best shows ever made. And yes, I'm going to keep these on.
Yeah, as this proves, yes, you can make a legendary cartoon around somebody working at a fast food restaurant and their complete obliviousness to the world.
Kind of like that show everybody watches.
Amongst the many characters, we have one very adorable supervillain called Plankton.
The key word right there was. SpongeBob is not the best show anymore.
Can't think of anything but fine dining and breathing right now.
I can only think of fine dining and breathing. I stole that one from Mark. Sorry, Mark, I stole your line. I saw it in your video. Because I filmed it before I did mine.
I say adorable as in he's an utter moron.
Say like you were to watch an episode of SpongeBob, like say 3 years ago.
At one point I can go, hey Patrick, don't worry, at one point in my life I did indeed think mayonnaise was indeed an instrument.
In one of these schemes, he builds a robot to steal the recipe for the Krabby Patties, and the money he could have spent on the robot, he could have, I don't know.
No matter what you know about that episode, they know it too.
Downright annoyed. What are you talking about, Willis? SpongeBob?
Hire better people for your restaurant.
Let's high five? Hell yeah, push it somewhere else.
Continuity can't really be in a show like this, but there should be to an extent a little bit, like the whole...
That needs polishing.
Yeah.
You could share a moment of stupid with them.
Krabby Patty formula was invented, by his ancestors or whatever, and then all of a sudden, when like, episode 250, it's like, oh yeah, no, Plankton and I cleaned it. Plankton and I made it. We used to be homies back in the day, but then we got in a fight, and then I became successful, and he just kind of sucked.
Man, you're a supervillain. Wikipedia has you as a mad scientist.
It's stupid for the reason of just being stupid. Like...
Hey, no, really, when I was on Wikipedia, they do have him as a mad scientist.
Like somebody like twisted off your head and like puked in your brain. Just watch an episode of SpongeBob. It'll always make you happy.
Even the specials are god-awful.
You'll lose a few points in IQ.
You have the money to build a robot and have it transport you. Why don't you hire somebody, pay him like, I don't know, $10, and then have him buy you a Krabby Patty and then have that Krabby Patty brought back to you.
Like before they said Patch the Pirate, and they used to be about nothing really special.
Chocolate?
It's better than going through the trouble of packaging yourself into a dollar bill and then building a robot and then have yourself transported to the Krabby Patty just to look at the recipe.
And Patch the Pirate was a pimp. They got rid of any good sense of comedy in that show, and
there are some steps you can cut out here.
When somebody yells out chocolate, you turn and fucking run.
You're a disappointment.
Your retarded cousin you meet at a family gathering. Like, they're really super cool, they're awesome, and no matter how much you try, you can't not laugh at them for some of the things they do.
I'd like for you guys to leave your thoughts about SpongeBob in the Wumbo down below. Oh, I Wumbo, you Wumbo, he, she, me, Wumbo, the study of Wumbology. It's all really first grade.